We have the one and only Royal Challengers Bangalore. Where do we start, guys? Right, how many years has it been? 11, 12. Is it going to be the year when this whole thing ends? Akash.
Well, heart says this is going to be the game, but they have concerns and they weren't able to fix it this year as well. And it's going to be difficult to fix these issues in these smaller options. Your bowling front, all this can be fixed only when you have a bit off. So, from a bowling perspective, they're still a bit weak. Very happy to see Glenn Maxwell in there. Hopefully, the Glenn Maxwell AB de Villiers partnership can get RCB through all the way. But I think it's going to be a little difficult. Yeah.
Mithun, is Sala Cup Namde, or do you think we'll have to wait for another year?
I have a strong feeling that first time in this 12 years, the team looks really formidable and we have all covered all the bases required. And with the venues in which we are going to play this time, and we have the team to play in those conditions. Yeah, Chennai, it's definitely going to help us. You have Chahal and you have Daniel Christine, you have Shiraj and you have Saini. So they are the bowlers to watch out for, and they have that ability to deceive the batsman and bowl those cutters and spinners required to contain the runs. So definitely, that was one of our area of concern all these years, that we did not have that quality bowlers to bowl at depth. So we have covered that base, and with the batting lineup what we have got now, Kohli and ABD can relax and focus on their game with Glenn Maxwell coming in, Daniel Christian, and Washington Sundar is something is going to be a big player to watch out because of his current form and as the confidence what he has gained after playing in Australian conditions, and as well as the opportunity what he has got to playing the test matches so early in his career. So these things will definitely give him a lot of confidence going into IPL, and he'll be someone looked up like a senior player now in the RCB squad. Given what he has gained the confidence and the experience of playing cricket around the world now. So definitely this is going to be that year for us, and I'm very happy to see the team. Hopefully they're going to able to manage and hold on to that pressure and perform as a team.
Vishak, is Glenn Maxwell going to change the fortunes?
Hopefully, yes. He hasn't performed in any other team, so let's think the other way. He has not performed in other teams, so he'll come and perform for RCB. Yeah, definitely. One thing which I want to say is, like, this time I think the middle order looks little sorted out. It's not like all about AB de Villiers and Virat Kohli. We have like a couple of good batsmen in Daniel Christian, Glenn Maxwell, so who can actually shore up the middle order a little bit. So the batting looks sorted out, and if the bowling performs well, I think RCB we are with a good chance. Thing which I would like to see, like how Kyle Jamieson with his high price tag performs. According to Akash, he is not fitting in the predicted first 11, but I think personally he might play the first 3 matches and then slowly he might be sidelined. Because seeing his recent performances, I don't think he is a proper T20 bowler. Yeah, that is something RCB has to figure out early and make the changes. If they figure it out early, I think they are in with a good chance.
Two things which I see is Virat Kohli opening great signs, because that big 2016 year he scored 900 odd runs. He was opening that tournament, if I remember. Hopefully Washington Sundar, they will utilize him more with the bat. And then Glenn Maxwell, AB de Villiers can chip in and ensure that there's not much pressure on just Virat Kohli to perform. Akash, do you think Kyle Jamieson really doesn't fit? I agree with you. I don't think he fits in any of the teams, but yeah.
RCB's got this very bad habit. Whoever is in the news right before the auction, they just go ahead and spend it. May it be Timal Mills or may it be Kyle Jamieson this time. They just go blindly for it. But if you look at his bowling as well, he doesn't have one particular asset in his bowling can be utilized. He's not a death bowler. He can't pick in the middle order. Probably he's good with the new ball, but looking at the conditions which they're going to play in Chennai and Ahmedabad, I don't think he's going to be much helpful. Kyle Jamieson for me is good stuff for me. I hope that he proves me wrong, considering that I always want to be selected. I don't see Kaljit starting in the 11. Kane Richardson is a much better death bowler. So I'd really love to see Kane Richardson in the 11. But as we mentioned, the biggest key for me, I think this time around, will be split the bromance, keep Virat at the opening, get ABD and Glenn to play together. Please utilize Washington. He's a guy who opens for his domestic team. He opens in the TNPL. He's got attacking shots. Why aren't we using his batting? Is a big question mark. But his bowling also was underutilized till the recent past. I think Kohli has now realized the value of bowling Washington. Hopefully he opens the bowling with and gives good chance. One more last player which I really want to focus on is Shahbaz. He, for me, is a very good customer. He feels brilliantly. He's a good handy bat and is a very good left-arm spinner. Last year he didn't get much games, but I'm really looking forward for him to get a game that can go out a lot, perform with the bat, but also most importantly, if you look at his performance right before, I think it was the last game in the league stage, 4 overs, 24, he literally pulled RCB into the top four. Otherwise, there was no chance for them. Really want him to be.
I agree. I think, Akash, that's one thing which I've seen over the years is, RCB do not backing their players enough. You have even a Shivam Dubey playing 2-3 games, showing flashes of potential. Then he gets dropped from the team and he's out of the squad as well. Any player who comes in doesn't seem to be given a permanent place. It doesn't seem to be backed much. Even Moeen Ali, I thought, was a great pick, but he didn't get enough games at all. He was warming the benches for most of the 2 years he was with the RCB. Mithun, do you think?
Especially overseas, if you look at it, they seem to play musical chairs with the overseas. How can you release Quinton de Kock? He is your top batsman in South Africa right now. He's just become the captain, basically. A wicket-keeper option right away. I don't know how you release Quinton de Kock. These are such a lot of things which I continue to address probably in the next round.
Yeah, I agree. Quinton de Kock, if you remember, and I want to ask Mithun this question. So he had a poor beginning last year with Mumbai Indians, but he was retained. There were talks, whether he should be dropped or not. And that's how you back a player and that's how they come good. He had a brilliant run after that. Mithun, do you think that's going to change this year? The likes of young players like Mohammad Azharuddin maybe getting some games, players being back, that seems to be a theme coming.
So that was something which I was about to talk about because that has been our area of concern, because every player who gets a chance will be in a fear of losing their place for the next game if they don't perform. So that is something the management has to clearly sit down and work with the players, saying that even though you might fail in this game, you will definitely get a couple more games to prove yourself. And you are going to play at this batting position and this will be your position and you have to own it. So that is something they have to sit down and set the plans for each and every player. So that is when you'll get the best out of a player. Remember, I was talking with one of the players of the past, and he was telling it clearly, saying that you need to give that place for the players. And when he was playing under Dinesh Karthik, and he was clearly saying that no matter what, if you're going to score runs or not, you are going to play at number 5 all this season for Tamil Nadu. So when he was told that, and he could score the double century in the next game itself, and he said that gave him a lot of confidence. No matter what, when Dinesh Karthik comes up to you and says that you are going to bat at number 5 for the complete season, so that gives you that confidence, and I'm going to play fearless cricket from there on. So that is something which I'm looking up for RCB to do it with their players. Players like Rajat Patidar, or it might be Sachin Baby, they have been really performing well for their state teams. Even it might be Goa or Kerala. So they need to be backed and given that couple of games and said that you're going to be looked in for a couple of games and you have to play here. And go by that insights and definitely give them the opportunity.
Watching Devdutt Padikkal, he had a brilliant run in the Vijay Hazare Trophy. Anything else, Vishak, in the squad? Any weaknesses you see?
Constant chopping and changing Virat Kohli does. As a captain, he doesn't look at a settled team. Even when he captains India or he captains RCB, he does that constant chopping and changing. So that actually affects the morale of the team and the team members. Yeah, if you see last year as well, the team was performing pretty well. They were among the top two. They were tipped to finish among the top two teams. And suddenly they started some chopping and changing, and they lost 4 or 5 matches in a row. Like, when there was a winning formula, stick to it. And that's what you see successful teams like Mumbai Indians do. They stick to 11, give them the confidence, and give the players the confidence, and tell them, like, no matter how we are performing, you're going to play most of the matches in the tournament. So that is one thing which RCB has to improve upon. The RCB or Virat Kohli has to clearly, the management has to communicate to the players, saying this is your role and this is what you're going to do in this tournament. And clear roles has to be set, and team has to stick to a proper winning combination.
Akash, if this year is not for RCB, would you contemplate having a change in captaincy? If there was any other team, any other person, I can't see a captain being retained for so long without having any silverware.
He is the Indian captain at the end of the day. Being RCB captain or not doesn't matter. So I think what the management is thinking is he is the face of the nation. So you just can't just remove Virat Kohli from the captain straight. Irrespective of whether we win this year or not, as long as he's the Indian captain, I don't see it being removed from the captain.
That's like a true fan, Mithun. Okay, I'm going to go around the table for predictions. Make a prediction with your brain, not as a fan, as an RCB ardent cricket fan. Akash, starting with you.
Being a fan, it's going to be difficult to make it out of the brain. So first, let me start from the heart. I think they will go to the finals. My heart says so. And to go as what my brain thinks, if they can get off the blocks early, at Chennai and Ahmedabad, it helps spinners a bit. And if they can maintain this lineup where you have 4 spinners winning option, don't rely on your seamers because they are not good bowlers. If they can do that, then I think they will probably finish 4th.
Mithun?
No other thoughts for me. We are winning this time, and we have to win it, and not for anybody else, just for the fans. Team looks to be really good. I have no heart or no brain, so it's just blindly going and saying that we have to win it, and this is the year for us.
Vishak, Dan Christian could be the lucky boy.
Yeah, wherever he goes, he wins the tournament. Let's hope he'll be the lucky charm for us. My heart says Sala Cup Namde, but I feel like they'll finish 3rd or 4th.
At least for ABD's at least for ABD's sake, we hope that Sala Cup comes in, because ABD I don't think might play next year for RCB. So at least for his sake, hope he's not.
I'm going to make Super Bowl prediction now. I think Virat Kohli will win the IPL. He'll win the Test Championship. He'll also win the T20 World Cup this year. So this is going to be his defining year as a captain.
We are going to treat you, Sanjay.
Yeah, definitely.
Treat you.
Yeah. Let's hope that happens, Sanjay.
Yeah. Otherwise, I'll be hiding for a few months. Okay, excellent.
Hope this time your prediction will not be like India losing the T20 tournament 4-0.
With your recent predictions, you are having your egg on your face recently, so I hope that doesn't happen with this.
I know. I'm making a lot of friends by making this prediction, so let's see what happens. Excellent, boys.